No,
No, he's right here.
Oh, shit. Okay.
you just hit Trash Goblin phase where he's just hiding.
Yep, that's all he's doing. Is just hiding.
What a beautiful scenic view.
Yeah.
Thanks.
That's from the club.
Yep.
It is.
What is the club?
There
Our
we go.
country club in town.
Oh, is that what it's called?
No, it's called
The riding club.
Oh, okay. I was about to say they really should have thought of a more creative name.
There are no horses, but it started as a horse riding club.
Oh, all right then. All right.
They just give up on that or find something better to do?
Yeah, now it's racket sports mostly.
All right, shall we get the show on the road?
You are good to go at the start, bro.
Okay. Good evening and welcome to CoJ Roleplaying. I'm Steve LeBreton and I will be telling our story this evening. Tonight I've got Goose.
Good evening, all.
And Mark.
Hey.
And Eric.
Hey, hey.
All right, and then we've also got our friends from Blankbodies joining us again, and I'm going to pass it over to Hunter to make introductions and give his spiel.
Hey, I'm Hunter from the Blankbodies Vampire the Masquerade podcast. I've also got with me John.
That's me.
And James.
What up?
All right, so does anybody remember where we left off last game?
We burned a bunch of ships.
There was a
I
jet.
know where the Ghostbuggers were.
All right, so can I get somebody from the Ghostbuggers to give a recap of their adventures last week?
I can do it. I wrote it down.
Ooh, yes.
So the Ghostbuggers were able to get onto the grounds of Count Calver, and doing so, ran into two guards, which they dispatched them quickly, stripped their clothes, and hid them in a bush. It was Cockroach and Jerusalem who snuck around the outside of the yard, while Rubble and the Whisper snuck through the garden to get to the mausoleum, where they found a secret vault. The Whisper dispatched the ghosts as all three of the Ghostbuggers broke into the mausoleum, and Cockroach almost fell into a trap. Lucky for him that Rubble was there to grab him and pull him away. Entering the bottom of the mausoleum, they found a spirit door. We're able to get the ghost back down, or the Whisper back downstairs to open the spirit door, as Jerusalem took care of the ghosts outside. As the door opened, what do you call them again?
Clockwork Golem.
The Clockwork Golem.
I think it's
Surprise!
something Hulk.
Yeah,
Is
that's the only thing I forgot to write down of what the hell it was.
Hull.
A
Yeah.
Hull.
appeared and attacked Cockroach and Rubble. After a ordeal of a fight, and Cockroach being squished underneath the hall, we're able to go through the spirit door and found out that that's where all the money was. So, with the help of the ghost, we opened a second spirit door to escape the grounds with the money, and closed the original spirit door so the Count can't get back into his vault. And we whisked the money away to our hideout.
Excellent.
That is the last recap I am ever going to do.
For now.
On you from now on, Mark.
Yeah, true.
somebody from the followers of Iqthwa should fill us or remind us of what happened last game.
Kitty. Yeah, on yours. Yes, cat.
So let's see. What did we do last game? I think I summed it up pretty quickly with we burnt a lot of ships. If we want to go into detail, we had Strix and Ragnar preaching on the docks to pull people away from ships slash thin out the crowd a little bit. While they did that, Father Pathos took a ship, and by took I mean like murdered the crew that was on it and then pushed the mast over and caught it on fire. Did the same to the second with the help of Strix smartly going in and actually looting it before sinking it to the bottom of the ocean. And Ragnar, if I remember correctly, helped facilitate the possession of the captain of a third ship and kind of just convinced his own crew to burn it to the ocean floor.
Excellent.
Yeah. There was a lot of yelling about gods and, whatnot. It was cool.
Okay, so before we actually get into the first stages of play, there is something that I do have to mention. I was going over the rules of downtime activities, and I've done something wrong.
Okay.
I'm not changing it. We're going to keep going as if it's right. I just want to make sure that everybody knows that, well, primarily our listeners know, for the training activity, you actually have to improve your gang status to get training grounds in order to be able to utilize that.
Oh.
So that was an oversight by me, which is fine. But you can, I'm not going to change anything and make you go back and undo shit. So we'll just go on as if for this game, what we did was correct. So CoJ, the Ghostbuggers, did everybody do their downtime activities off camera earlier? Like, have you guys done that?
I leveled up Prowess. So I don't think I did anything else.
I know we were talking about what you guys were going to do. Are you...
I think we're going to do what we discussed, yeah.
Okay, so effectively the downtime activities and all that stuff is done for you guys. You have completed that section of the game, yes?
I believe so.
Because we can save some time and jump into the action if that is the case. There's really nothing big that happens during the downtime, so if we want to jump in, or if you want to describe what you've done for downtime, now's the time.
Yeah, Jerusalem upgraded his consort because he maxed up his resolve. I still need to roll to reduce my stress. I'm going to see my powder dealer.
All right. So
I have 2 stress.
Okay.
I rolled a 6.
Okay. So,
Cockroach gets hella high.
yeah.
No, he doesn't.
Oh,
Yes.
oh,
Cockroach doesn't get high. He gets fucking blacked out drunk.
Jerusalem's getting all kinds of high.
oh, yeah, Jerusalem,
And if it's my choice, then he's going to get tapped out. Cut off from his dealer.
Okay. So you have overstayed your welcome and have been kicked out of your dealer's shop until further notice. You've been given a timeout.
Okay.
All right. Eric, anything pertinent?
Rubble is going to upgrade his wreck. I'm getting increasing his prowess. And he is also going to decrease his stress by going to his favorite purveyor. His vice is luxury, spas and food to be precise.
Nice.
So let's see what happens with him. I rolled a 2 and I had 2 stress, so
Excellent.
I'm just good.
You are
I
perfect.
do not get kicked out for eating too much food while in the hot baths and clogging up the entire drain with something delicious.
All right. All right, Spirited Away, calm down over there.
And Cockroach.
Well, like I said, I upgrade my prow, and I too am going to the Silver Chalice to drink my stress away.
Okay.
And I rolled a 5, but I only have 2 stress.
Okay. So you, unfortunately, have... Well, sorry. How do you want to deal with that?
Get kicked out during a bar fight, maybe?
Okay. Yeah, you start a bar fight.
Yep.
You get kicked out, and you are banned for X amount of time. An undisclosed amount of time.
But do I still get rid of my stress, though?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So you always get rid of the stress. If you roll higher than the stress you have, you've overindulged, and a negative thing happens.
Got it. So Cockroach is in the middle of the street all pissed up and drunk.
Yes. Okay, so blank bodies. What is the setup to your next big score against the Count?
Well, I think I can't remember the name we gave it, but we were talking about going after the god that he and his family follow.
So the god that the family follow is actually an ancestor spirit.
Yep.
Yes.
I don't think we gave it a name in particular, but
Okay.
it is a spirit of one of the ancient Calvers. So so you're gonna go after there's
We want to kill God.
all right.
I thought you wanted I thought
To
you
put it
wanted
bluntly.
fuck their god and then kill their god. I think you might have been going that far last time.
Huh?
So I thought last time you wanted to fuck their god and kill their god.
No, just kill it.
Okay, all right.
No. Fucking it would be a sin. You can't acknowledge things like that. Come on now. Iqthwa is the only way.
Okay, so how exactly do you want to go about that? Give me not exactly. Give me a brief, like, one sentence. What's the first step?
I think I've got that. Unless Hunter's got something in the whisper chord he wants to try first.
So I can try and consort with the spirit, and then if I do that, I get a bonus to command anyone who worships that spirit. So that would probably be a good first step to try and just summon this ancestor spirit.
Okay.
At least get an idea of what we're dealing with.
Your mic's off, John. There you go.
So we're planning on summoning it to our base? Question mark?
We could go somewhere that is in dedication to that spirit. I don't think it really matters where we do it.
Okay.
We do have a ritual area in our base, don't we?
Yeah, that's true. We might as well.
Nah. I do home field advantage.
Okay. So
I have some knowledge of the occults as well, so I should be able to assist Hunter if that's the case.
Yep.
Because I know I've got a high attune, so I can also help reach out in the spirit world and whatnot. If he would like to, I think I have to roll for that, correct? To give assistance.
No, you can just declare that you are assisting in the ritual.
Yep, I'll do that for Hunter.
So the roll will be Hunter's, but he gets an extra die because of your assistance.
Wow.
And I'm going to say that it's definitely a risky roll. Okay. So if you want to make that, yeah.
I just real quick, I am making sure I understand because I can't find it in the book as quickly as probably just asking. Attune is affects what again?
Spirits. It's reaching out with spirits because I have that too.
Okay. Okay.
That's reaching out to the spirit world, feeling the spirit world.
Gotcha.
Yep. Because I did the same thing too, where I was like, "What the fuck am I looking at?
Yeah.
What does my stat do?"
Okay. Cool. You said it's a risky roll.
It's going to be a risky roll, yes.
Could we do a flashback to try to make that slightly easier for Hunter? Father Pathos is thinking like drawing out circles and like asking for protections from Iqthwa, things like that.
Yeah, you can do that.
Cool.
So we flash back to when we're setting up this situation. What exactly is it that you are doing to make this easier?
Right. Shoot, where's our gang? Here it is. Well, if I remember correctly, we have a gang of adepts. So I'm thinking like working with our adepts to again draw out like circles of protection or maybe circles of binding. Doing a lot of prayer just straight to Iqthwa, being like, protect us from this. We know that this is going to be an intense situation. Things like that.
Okay, I would.
Probably.
Yep, roll. You can roll your attune and see how well your people do the circles, and if Iqthwa answers you with anything.
Okay. Is it just attune, right? So I have one die, right?
So you can spend 2 stress to give yourself a second die.
Does the adepts give him another die? Because they are.
Yes, the adepts will give you an extra die.
So you could get 3 if you take
So
a
you
stress.
could roll with 2 or go with 3 if you spend the stress.
I don't want to use the stress.
Okay.
I'll go with 2. I got 2 6s.
Awesome.
I'm happy with that roll.
So Iqthwa has answered your prayers, and now I got to give this thing a name.
Making your life hell, just like we promised.
This was the promise that was made.
So this you get a name. You pray to Iqthwa, and you get the name Galdo Calver.
Galdo? Galdo?
Names have power.
Cool. Yeah.
And your initiates have done a remarkably good job putting down your circles of binding.
Yay.
And protection.
Cool. With each one that does a good job, Father Pathos just like engulfs their head with his hand and does like a little prayer for them, like, you did a good job, here's your reward, here's a blessing, kind of thing.
Excellent.
Strix on the sideline, actually worried he's going to crush one of their heads. Just once, just like...
Your followers are probably also worried about this.
Just like big old owl feathers, just like...
Yeah, your initiates, every time they receive the blessings, because when you're happy, you give blessings and prayers. When you're unhappy, it is pretty much the same motion, and somebody dies. so they're always nervous when it comes to this point. Goose, what can I do for you?
The stipulation was we couldn't kill him, right?
No
bodily harm.
Come to the Count himself.
Yeah.
No bodily harm, right?
No bodily harm. Yeah.
Yeah,
Perfect.
Strix made this note. Mental harm is completely on the table.
Yeah. I mean, he said kill his family if we want.
In fact, that's kind of the goal.
Yeah, that is
Right.
the encouraged bit. We want guerrilla tactics.
Okay, so the outcome of your roll is now, instead of being risky, is now going to be a controlled environment.
Okay.
So what that effectively dictates is if you fail, it's not going to be as bad. If you succeed with complications, the complications are going to be very minor. And if you
Okay.
succeed full out, everything goes extremely well.
Okay.
I believe in you, Hunter.
And I got a bonus die from Skipper.
Yes.
I got.
No,
shit.
I gave him the bonus die.
Yeah.
Thanks. I'm assisting. Oh, oh
I
God.
got
We-
3 6s.
It's not focusing.
You
Oh.
need like some extra light if you're gonna do that, buddy.
Well, I got 3 6s.
6!
That's true. That's
the
scary
third six
now.
is cool. It does nothing mechanically, but that is a critical success.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
So, you start chanting and call on the name of Galdo Culver. And his spirit manifests in your inside the circles that have been prepared. And in a have you ever heard people speaking like Old English?
Yeah.
It's really difficult to understand because we don't talk like that anymore. So a very strong accent and in antiquated language. This ghost demands to know what you want.
Well, let's see. I know we plan on destroying him, but is there any information we specifically want first?
Do we know the names of this guy's kids?
We do.
Okay.
He's got 2 sons. His eldest son is Jared. His youngest son is Alexei. And he has a daughter named Sarah. And you also found out that Jared works on his father's ships and is currently out to sea. Alexei is think a young Bruce Wayne, but no Batman.
Yet.
Oh,
He's effectively just he runs around the city and spends money and
okay.
kind of an asshole.
Right.
And
Hold on.
Sarah's very rarely seen not in the estates, and is believed to be effectively running the running the household.
Okay. What about their current locations, like specific?
Actually, what would be a better question is, do they have any treasured family heirlooms?
Not anymore. They took them.
Yeah.
Well, there's a difference between your coffers and your precious relics. Those might be in a different place. Who knows?
So the most, actually, I'm gonna get somebody to roll me a action roll to talk to the spirit. So figure out exactly what you want to find out from it, and I'm going to need a. Where's the fucking attributes again?
Actually, alternatively, while they're doing that, can I make a study roll or an attune roll to figure out how to destroy this spirit entirely while they're speaking? Just doing a prep time roll effectively.
So I'm going to assume that you guys, well, actually I know you guys have a ritual room, so there's probably literature in the room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You can roll a study or attune. Attune, you would be specifically attuning yourself to this particular spirit to see if there's any easy way to destroy it, or an easier way, an Achilles heel, if you will. Or you can use your study to go through the tomes that you have in your ritual room to figure out more in general how you destroy a ghost.
I think I'm going to go with attune, even though it makes Strix feel dirty. I'm going to try it. I'm going to use the adepts while they're doing the talking to do that. Oh, 3. Not going to stress myself out. I've got a good dice pool for this. Okay, that's good. It's only 1 6. So we don't have a third double 6.
Okay, so you used attune?
6. Yeah, I used attune, yeah.
It's almost like there's a ghostly cord coming off of this spirit, and you can feel that whatever it's attached to, be it its bones or something, destroying that will 100% annihilate this spirit.
Mm-hmm.
And you have a you can effectively, if you leave, you could follow this thing to wherever the whatever it is. But it has a physical connection to something.
I will like to bring up, just for you, your camera is kind of spazzing out a bit. I know that might not be that important, but I know you guys do give away your... Like, you've been stuttering a bit there for a bit.
Oh,
Just want
okay.
to bring it up. Yep. You have a chance of freezing for some odd reason. I've been noticing. I don't know. I was just bringing it up because I know you guys sell that on your Patreon.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'll just bring it up. But no, Strix will go to start following it, though he will look at Father Pathos and just be like,
I couldn't see what you were doing.
oh yeah, he's just like giving you a signal, just like, want to go break something? He doesn't say it. He's just like,
We're going now. We're leaving now. He doesn't really think about it. He's not really into the whole spirit summoning thing. Yeah, he stands up, walks over and grabs his gear and
yeah, I will leave. I say we leave the adepts with Hunter, so Hunter can do his stuff, and we take the thugs, or the brutes, I think they are, whichever one. I can't remember which one we had.
thugs.
Yeah, thugs. Yeah, and take those to go do a stomp down.
Okay.
Yep.
So back to the spirit talking. What kind of information is it you are trying to get out of this thing?
So I assume I know what they're doing. I'm gonna try and just get it to talk about like family history. Maybe where the family worships, that kind of stuff. But broadly, I think I'm just gonna try and get it to talk at this point.
Okay. Are you going to try to command it to talk, consort with it, or you can try and sway it?
With my dots, I'm gonna have to do consort.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna take the 2 stress. Puts...
Actually, because of the circles that have been set up, I'm going to give you a free extra die.
Okay, thank you.
Just because everything went so well in the setup for this.
Okay.
You don't have to spend the stress. You can take a second or an extra die.
Okay. So that puts me. I got a 1 and a 6. So
Okay.
6.
6 is a success. Galdo Calver starts, talking about his family, and there is a mausoleum on their grounds that is the sacred site of their family. And his bones are interred within the altar in that mausoleum. What else is it that you're looking for? Sorry.
Just like family history. Maybe try and get some dirt on the 2 children who aren't out to sea.
Okay. So the spirit, effectively, Alexei is an embarrassment to the family, though for some reason favored by Count Calver. And the daughter is actually, she is effectively locked in a room. She had a brush with a ghost a few years back, and it has shattered her mind.
Oh.
And that's why she is very rarely seen outside of the house.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to pause the followers of Iqthwa at the moment. We will jump back in with the infiltration of wherever it is this spirit thing is leading you guys. And I'm going to go to the Ghostbuggers. What is your first move, gentlemen?
We are planning our next heist, or our job.
Okay.
Trying to figure out a couple of good ones. We're trying to decide which one to do. Whether we want to kidnap his family and burn them alive, or burn his house down.
Also, Steve, I'm doing I'm redoing something for my downtime. I'm deciding not to update my rec. I'm spending an extra coin, and I'm going to take Ghost Ward as a special ability.
Okay.
So there's no confusion there. It really is thematic for us and appropriate. So
yes. Okay. So you guys figure out what you guys want to do and let me know, and then we'll go from there.
Just a quick question, Steve.
Yes.
I know we blew up the first spirit door. Did we blow up the door we set in place?
I believe the door that you set in place was always set up to be temporary.
Okay.
So that spirit door is no longer in existence, and at some cost they would be able to reopen it, but currently she no there anymore.
All right. So, what do we want to do, boss?
Well,
Perhaps.
we are the Ghostbuggers, so I say we get to haunting.
Yep. So we riddle all of his businesses, both the public
so-
ones and the under the table ones with ghosts.
I mean, eventually that would be good, right? But we're trying to have big impact right away. So maybe what we do is we get some intel, figure out when he's going to need to do something to recover because of all the loot that we've stolen, all the coin. So he's going to need a big job to make up for that. And so I say we try to figure out what, when, and where, and make that a bad situation with ghosts.
That's a
Do
great
you
idea.
want to send out the rooks? The rooks to do that?
That's a good idea to get some of that information.
Yeah. Send out the spies in their group.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go meet with them and I'll get them going.
I like it.
Okay. So you're going to send out your rooks to discover what the Count is doing to try and mitigate the damage that has already been done.
Yeah, or pay back the people who he now stiffed because all his money's gone.
Hmm.
Yeah, right? He's going to need a big score to make up for it. And we want to
So
stop that and compound his problems.
And probably steal the score.
So Cockroach is the character that is doing this, right?
With the rooks.
With the rooks.
Getting the intel.
So are we doing a... I could see study, survey. I could see prowl.
I can see prowl myself as well.
Okay, so
Oh,
you're
yeah.
effectively... So prowl would be you guys actually sneaking into his offices and rifling through things.
Essentially, yeah.
Okay. So, give me a prowl roll then, and we
Alright.
will set you up on the...
And we have 664.
664. All right.
664.
So you have zero problem whatsoever. You and your rooks have zero problem whatsoever sneaking into various offices that the Count has around the city. Inside, you find various papers and things. There is a lot to go over, but so there's a lot of information that your gangs bring back to the hideout. I'm going to need somebody to do probably a study roll to really find out exactly what it is that you need.
I've got one study.
I don't have any.
I also have one, so I can assist.
Okay, so that'll be
Second.
2 dice. And you can always spend stress to get a third if you want.
You know what? I just got rid of that stress. Let's put it right back on there.
Mm-hmm.
A 4.
Okay. you find paperwork that the Count is in the process of bringing in a very large shipment of illegally obtained electroplasma. With the hopes to recover his losses with it. However, you found two conflicting pieces of paper. One says it's coming in by ship, and one says it's coming in via the North Gate.
Can't really do both. We do know that, well, do we know that like he lost 3 or 4 ships recently?
News has got around, yes.
Oh, we would have announced it as we were leaving the meeting. Father Pathos would have been like,
we
his
definitely
ships
let
are
him know.
burning! The power of Iqthwa! You know, and then they leave. So everybody knows, yeah.
Yeah, and I wish I had a shit-eating grin emoji on this currently, so I could have been like, with what ships, whore?
So does that mean the two options are the docks and then the Gaddock rail station?
Yeah.
Okay. Very opposite ends of town.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Do we have a way of narrowing that down?
Good for you to ask. You could, because smuggling always involves the bribing of customs people. You could very well try to buy off somebody in the customs department and see if they'll give you more information on how this shipment is coming into town.
That sounds like
Or
a Jerusalem
threaten them,
deal.
or do whatever you want to do to get that information. But there should be somebody in the customs office that will be able to give you the information that you need for this job.
Okay, that sounds like a job for Jerusalem, using his fine cover identity. All right.
So you're gonna go to the customs office. Are you trying to find somebody to? You could use your command ability as like a forceful, like kind of track somebody into an alley and threaten them. You could use consort to
Buddy up someone. Yeah. No, I was thinking more sway, smarm my way in with money to the harbor master or whatever he's called for the whole town's office, and see what's up.
All right, I like it. So I will take a sway roll.
Pair of ones. That's not good.
That is not so good. So you go to the office of the customs agents and walk in and yes.
Could he succeed at a cost? Could he get a devil's bargain? Sorry, I don't want. I mean, just suggestion there, Mark.
No, you are correct. I could give you one more die for the devil's bargain. I forgot about that.
Do it.
All right. All right.
It'll only screw us in the end.
That's a 3.
So that's a 3.
Sounds like what happened to me last time.
Okay, so you walk into the office and you're trying to be like I don't know if you're trying to be charming or just be a haughty noble. Nobody is giving you the time of day. And when you finish, like you walk in, you say your first little introduction, and everybody looks at you and goes, "Just go."
Shit.
Okay. So
All right. I guess we're going to have to gamble on. We're going to have to go 50-50 and pick one to figure out.
It's either that or, I mean, last ditch, but it could be really risky. Is we send Cockroach to try to steal the information from them.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, but that kind of information won't be just lying around, right? I'd have
No,
to.
it probably shouldn't be written down anywhere, right?
Yeah,
That's probably true.
I would actually have to get it out of a person.
So maybe
That's-
Cockroach can lure them into an alley, and Rubble can threaten them.
That sounds like a plan.
You can give it a shot.
I would imagine it'd be the headmaster, right?
yeah, somebody. It would be somebody high up.
Oh, that guy's not going to have much of his hands left.
So Cockroach, how exactly are you going to try and lure this high-ranking official in the customs office into an alley where you can
Essentially mug him.
bully him to tell you what you need?
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a couple of our crew, like the underlings crew.
Okay.
I'm going to dress up in fine clothing.
Okay.
One of the crew is going to have a rope around my neck as if he was choking me.
Okay.
And I'm going to need a lookout to prompt me to act like I'm being accosted by these hooligans.
Okay. Okay. Just so you know, Goose, I am going to roll a fortune roll to see if this individual would even give a flying fuck that somebody's getting mugged somewhere.
I understand.
Okay. I want you to make. Oh Jesus, I don't even know what this would be. You know what? I'm gonna call it finesse.
Oh, good, I got finesse.
That's a plus.
I'm gonna say finesse would probably be your acting and whatnot. So
Right.
let's do that.
I want to spend one stress to get another die.
2 stress to get
Oh,
it.
2 stress to get a die.
Yep.
Highest is a 5.
Okay. So yes, your lookout signals that this guy is leaving his office and coming up the road. You've parked yourself in an alley. He is not alone.
That's okay. I got rubble.
But yeah, you put on your act, and the gentleman yells down the alleyway, "Hey, stop that!" And his
Help!
associate,
I'm being accosted! Help! I'm being accosted!
his associate yells for the blue coats.
This is going bad fast.
And so I am starting a clock. You will have a specific amount of time before the guards get here.
Okay.
But these gentlemen come running up the alley to try and help you.
Okay. How many is it? Him and another guy?
Him and one other guy.
Okay.
neither of them are particularly large individuals.
Good.
So what were your orders to your crew?
Once they get in close, if he is accompanied with other people, to tie up the guy we want while Rubble takes care of the second guy.
Okay, so effectively mob the one guy and Rubble is going to deal with...
Yeah.
Okay. So
the rope that's around my neck has a weight, so we'll have a way to throw around him and essentially tie him to me.
Okay.
All right.
Wow.
I guess I'm gonna brain the guy who's rushed past me from behind.
So you're going to use wreck or skirmish?
Oh, wreck! We're wrecking
Oh,
him.
wreck.
There's no training to what you do physically to people. You just go in ham-fisted and...
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Leeches have one setting: unmitigated violence.
Oh no, that's double ones.
Succeed at a cost. Or devil's bargain. Hee-ha!
So I will offer a devil's bargain to give you a die. I will put 2 ticks on the arrival of the guard's clock.
Yep, that's what we're doing.
Okay.
Shit.
Oh,
Another
no.
one.
Another one.
The Ghostbuggers are going to jail.
Yeah, we are. We're going to jail hard.
No.
Hit us up. I'll break you out of jail.
Okay,
will say for
so-
what- I'm sad we didn't talk about collabing before we went into scheming.
I
What?
would... You have 2 options. There is still 1 tick left on the clock. You can push this and try and make it happen, but your next roll is either getting you away with the dude or the guards are on you. Or
So I get
you can cut bait and run.
No, we need this dude.
All or
all right.
nothing.
So I get another full roll, or I get one more die.
You get another full roll. You have already taken a devil's bargain on this activity.
Yep.
There will be no more extra dice.
Nope.
The only thing you've got is if Cockroach has anything in wreck, he might be able to help you.
No, I was more thinking of suplexing the one I already have. With Finessely.
Suplex would be more of a skirmish thing. Skirmish is your combat.
Oh, crap. And if I don't have it, I have to take the lowest out of the 2 die?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it.
I got a 4.
Hey.
Okay.
Go with him.
I'm going to give you 1 level of harm. So you run in and hit the guy square in the face, but he gets a lucky punch in your gut. So you're a bit winded. Nothing serious. Kind of hit you in the rib. You might have bruised a rib. It's not nothing bad, but you're winded and your rib hurts, but you clocked him right in the butt and he topples over.
All right.
Cockroach is doing.
No, we're holding on.
So you're holding on to the dude.
Well,
The dude
I essentially tied him up against me.
yeah,
So
the
he
dude
decides-
has effectively been yelling this whole time, which is why the
Yep.
You can hear the whistles of the blue coats in the distance. You know they're about a block and a half away. How are you taking this dude who's now currently tied to your teenage friend? How are you getting this guy out of here? Because you will not have time to interrogate him in any way, shape, or form in this.
We're going
Rag
to
in the mouth, down a sewer hole. We've got maps of the sewers.
All right, I like it. I'm not even going to make you roll for it. The man is effectively tied to another human being. He's not going anywhere. You jam a sock in his mouth,
The
and
rooks drag the
open
other
up-
guy down into the sewer too.
Hmm?
The rooks drag the other guy, the unconscious guy, into the sewer too.
Okay, yeah, you open up the manhole, dump the unconscious guy into the sewer. There's a there's a splash, and you know it's just disgusting. And then you lower Cockroach and the struggling man into the sewer, and then follow with, and you get yourselves out of sight.
the whole time I'm going, shh, it's going to be okay. I don't like this as much as you do.
Okay, so the next stage of your plan, then, you are now in the sewers with a very upset, gagged, and tied man.
Well, this city kind of sucks. There's got to be an abandoned building around here somewhere that we can pop up
Yep,
nearby and
you
into.
can probably really walk out of any room, any door, and spit and hit an abandoned room door, room, building, something.
So we're gonna Pulp Fiction style bring out the gimp after they capture the guy. We're gonna strap him down to a chair, and we're either gonna get what we want from him, or we're gonna start removing parts of him.
All right.
Gagged until he's willing to talk, blindfolded.
Okay, so
We need Jerusalem for this because I
Oh yeah,
Cockroach can't question fuck all.
I can wreck him, but I mean, I'm not gonna ask the questions.
You be bad
Yeah.
cop, I'll be good cop.
Oh, I am.
So
bad.
we can say that in your plan, Jerusalem was going to meet you at this location.
Yeah.
So how are you going to try and get this man to talk? Are you
Good
going
cop,
to
bad
try
cop.
and sugar him up and use sway?
We're gonna have to try and hold back Rubble. He's crazy. I want to help you.
Okay, so you're gonna use sway, or
Yeah.
are you gonna use consort or command?
Uh,
Command would be more threatening.
No. More consort then, right? I want to be his buddy. We're doing good cop, bad cop. Rubble's doing this threatening. I'm trying to save him from Rubble.
Okay.
Right. And because I've failed so many times before, I'm really going to push myself. Take 2 stress for an extra die. 2 stress. All right. There we go. 4, 5. 5.
Excellent. So Rubble's playing up the. He looks really eager to start cutting things off of this guy. The guy gets, noticeably upset. He very much just wants to get out of here alive, and you eventually find out that the Count is bringing in something that has been hushed on the train.
Train.
So yeah.
Good, good. So now we know where to plan our job. We're doing a train heist.
Woohoo! Train heist. Do we need horses?
Horses are very rare in this world. Everybody uses large domesticated goats.
So we'll have domesticated ghosts on the train tracks.
Okay, so I'm going to pause you guys there, work out your plan, and we're going to go back to the followers of Iqthwa. And yes, so Father Pathos and Strix are following this ghostly trail through the city. The trail eventually ends at, or brings you to the walled estate of Count Calvert. So whatever this is leading you to is inside the grounds.
So the trail just goes. Can I see the trail? I can't see the trail. I'm just following Strix.
You're following Strix.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's like a wispy just thing that he's following, and it's almost like a cord.
Mhm.
It leads to a section of the wall, and it is going into the wall.
Brother Strix, should we go through?
I think we should try and look for a normal entrance before making an entrance, but if we can't find one, we'll make one.
Okay. As you
Following his lead.
As you walk along the wall, you pass a spot that has a large char mark on it. You have no idea what exactly happened. Doesn't appear as though there's any real damage to the wall. A little bit of pitting, but nothing really. But it looks like something was on fire on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't look like if I tried real hard, I could just kind of push it the rest of the way down. It doesn't look damaged at all. Okay.
No.
Wow.
There was no real damage. Just now there's a black spot on the wall.
Father Pathos uses his finger to push the soot away into the churchy symbols of Iqthwa before they move on.
Yep.
You continue along the path, and around the wall, and you notice a gate. The street is fairly well trafficked,
Mm-hmm.
but there's a gate there.
I will calmly attempt to open the gate. Just see if it opens.
Oh, yeah, it's unlocked.
Cool. Yeah. It is Iqthwa's will, Strix. Yes.
It is.
You enter the grounds.
Just pass by and just be like, aren't those usually locked?
Not to us, brother. Not to us.
So you enter the grounds and look around. There seems to be something. There's something happening at the far end of the grounds. You don't see any guards or anything in the immediate area, but you can hear some form of commotion across the grounds.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the direction that we're supposed to?
Yes. In fact, so if you go around the corner over there,
Mhm.
this is where your path is leading you.
Towards the commotion.
Yes, towards the commotion.
We either go in big or we go in religious.
Father Pathos has recognized that this is not his part in this plan. He is here for when whatever Strix has planned goes wrong. He's here to fix it.
Okay, all right. Let me see.
Though he is getting ideas as he's getting this close to the actual. This is like his actual house. Where like I could
Yep.
walk up and touch his house's wall, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Right
Cool.
there.
You know,
No.
Strix, I wonder if there's a way to get to wherever these bones are through the house.
That's a good question. Can I do a flashback study roll to see if I can do that? Look up the potential town records,
Schematics, blueprints, things like
some
that.
blueprints and stuff.
Yep. Okay. So you've in your preparations for coming this far or to the manor, you look back and tried to find the grounds, like try and figure out where exactly you were being led to and
Yep.
all that. So yeah.
Second. 266.
Nice. Yes, you find out
There's
that the best you can figure is there's a mausoleum on the grounds, and this is where this is leading you to. And it does appear as though there's something that's been kind of hidden in the plans. Like it looks like there's something in the basement that you kind of figure might be a secret passage of some sort going from the basement of the manor in the direction of the mausoleum. So there is a possibility that you could get there from inside the house. The plan, like everything that you've looked at, really doesn't. Obviously, it's not secret passage here.
Yeah,
So
it
there's
doesn't
something.
directly say.
Yeah, there's something weird. You notice something weird on the plans that leads you to believe that there might be something there that could be interesting to look at.
Like Father Pathos, that sounds like a good idea. In fact, I believe there might be a passage connecting to there on the basement. And worst case scenario, if we don't get into the basement, there may be family members in there.
Wonderful. Where do we go?
Lead on.
You have options. There's a wall that you could climb or try and break down. There are windows. There is no door on this side of the house, though.
We're trying to get to the basement. Is there like a cellar entrance?
Not that you can see.
Okay.
From where you're at. The plans that you looked at, you know that there is a cellar entrance, but it's effectively like you're going around the corner to where all of the noise is, because it's there. But there is a way to get into the basement from inside the house.
We still have some coin left over. I say we do another flashback to bribe a servant to leave a window open.
Window open?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Father Pathos will go do that.
Yes.
So you
Bribe
are
with fists.
okay. So you find one of the servants of the count's. what is it exactly that you are going to do to convince the servant to leave a window open for you?
Yeah, so Father Pathos is going to wait for them to go home, and he's going to follow them home. And then he's going to break into their house and offer them money to leave the window open. Or he can leave the money here to help pay for the medical expenses that this person's going to have to incur for saying no to the offer. Essentially, I'm trying to command them, but also give them money.
All right. Yep. I'm gonna get you to make a command roll.
Cool.
Flawless logic.
Oh. Okay. Whew, almost dropped it. A 5.
Okay. Yeah. So it takes a little bit of convincing.
Okay.
But you don't have to go too far with it. They eventually do agree. And okay. Yeah. So you have convinced a maid to leave a window open on the ground floor at this side of the house.
Yeah.
For money and teeth intact.
Right. Yeah. I make sure to actually leave the coin that I promised too.
Okay, good. All right. So you find the window. It's open. Yep.
There.
Can Father Pathos fit through the window?
I believe your description was he was really tall, but not like.
Oh, he's a wall of meat.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
no.
I described him like
Strix.
the strongman competitions. He's
Oh,
built
okay.
like that, but he's like
Yeah.
7'2".
Yeah, Father Pathos is a kingpin unit from Spider-Verse. It's Strix that is the cryptid.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Strix
Yes.
is the tall, lanky boy.
It's a bit of a squeeze, but you can get through.
Okay, cool. I realized that after we were like, the window's open. Oh wait. Cool. So we are in Strix.
Yes, you are in this house. You find yourself in. You would assume it's the library. There's a desk, lots of books, things, fancy, expensive looking stuff.
Anything I could just pick up and put in a bag?
Quite a bit, actually.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
fill a bag.
You're gonna
Yeah.
loot the room.
I was looking at
Yeah.
the thugs, being like,
Yeah.
Effectively, you can loot a coin worth
Cool.
of goods out of this room.
All right.
"Hey, got it back."
I would like one of the two of you to give me a. While you're looting, I would like somebody to roll a survey to see if you're paying attention to listen for anybody that might be wandering around in the house.
I'm not gonna do it.
I'll do it. I will also stress so I can get an extra die. Okay, I got a 6 and a 4.
Excellent. Okay, so yeah, you hear movement in the house, but nobody comes into the room. So like as you're throwing things in the bag, you hear like, okay, somebody's coming up the hallway, so you stop.
Yep.
And then when they move past, then you start rifling things. Okay, so what's
Can
your
I
next move?
peek through the lock when they're doing that?
Okay, yeah. So you peek through the keyhole, and it's just one of the service staff.
Okay. Yep, no, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure that wasn't like prime wife target going by. Be like, mission's changed.
Okay, so You don't hear anything going on in the hallway. What is our next move?
How is the room lit? Is it like electric lights or ghost lights?
It's electroplasma.
Okay.
So it's
Is
still,
electroplasma flammable?
it can be
Don't
depending
burn
on
yet.
how it's refined.
Okay. All right. Just curious.
Not yet.
Electroplasmic lights are not. Like
Okay.
you can't like break it
And
here's
fire. Got it. Just
but
making sure it wasn't
the
like
light
an oil
kind of
lamp.
flickers like candlelight
Mhm.
but it doesn't like you don't have to worry about the candle burning out.
Okay. Cool. I like that.
Uh,
Cool.
and
So I think we're headed to the
you can
basement.
get it in different colors as well.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Get that mood lighting going.
Yes. So there's nobody in the hallway. You don't hear any sounds in the hallway.
Mhm.
Where are you off to next?
We're just going to get to the basement. We're not gonna putz around unless fate decides it wants to drop a child or a wife in our hands.
I mean, we can still do both. I'll just carry him.
Yeah,
knock 'em out, carry
exactly.
'em.
We will grab and then get the bones.
Get the
and then
bounce.
smash.
Okay, so do either of you have prowl?
I have hunt. But I kind of always pictured it more like a Mike Myers kind of hunt, where he's just walking towards you until you are too tired to keep running away.
Fair. Are you trying to be quiet and sneak, or are you guys just like going to the basement?
I would, at least unless he is told otherwise, Pathos is just trying to get there as efficiently as possible. And if that means as he's turning the corner, he has to punch out like a, butler or something, then that's what happens.
Yeah, that seems better because it's, again, Strix, Pathos, goons. I'm not going to try to corral all of these people to be quiet.
I would like to send one of the goons back to Ragnar.
Just to let him know what's going on.
Let him know what's going on and see if he can just keep this guardian, like their ancestor spirit there. Like, see if he can try to bind him so he's actually physically stuck there.
Probably also send the
With
loot
rolls
pack
that you
with
guys have made, that is not a problem.
Cool.
Yeah, as I said, also probably send the loot back with him.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. This is ours now. Our
Okay.
sessions.
Okay. So you are strolling through walking through the house, towards where, from the plans you saw, where the stairs to the basement should be.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see anybody really. You don't run into too much problem. There seems like, as you're passing, like walking up the hallway, there's an open door. You see through the window. It looks like 15 guards are all out in the back grounds, kind of scrambling around, and there's a gray-haired gentleman looks to be screaming at everybody. You can't hear what he's saying, but he is very upset.
I bet that's Count. That's my guess.
Yeah. I hope he does not fuck around.
Because he'll find out.
So, you make it to the stairs leading to the basement.
Yep.
The door is locked.
All right. Well,
I I have Tinker and Wreck. I may be able to open this like normal. And I have a fine set of Tinker tools, too.
Yeah, so yeah, you can roll Tinker to try and tease the lock.
Yeah, I'm going to try that first.
It's more, sorry, you're not teasing the lock so much as trying to take it apart and just disable it.
Yeah.
Finesse would be pick the lock. You're unscrewing the faceplate and pulling it all apart to try and just.
I'm just disassembling. No, that's gonna stop being. That's gonna be stop being a thing. So let's go. Okay, I got a 1 and a 6.
Okay, so you remove the locking mechanism from the door. Open, and stairs going down into darkness.
Headed down.
Okay.
How dark? Is it like dark? Like we need lights?
It's dark. You'll need a light.
Okay, so when we get in, when we usher everybody in, Father Pathos is gonna close the door as best he can. Maybe like put something against it to kind of prop it shut, and he's gonna get out his a lantern out of his little bag he's got.
Okay.
That is one load. Boop.
Yeah.
All right. So you head down into the basement. There is a long hallway and a couple of doors leading off on either side, and then one door at the end of the hallway. You know from the plans that you had seen, there are 4 rooms off this hallway. What's exactly in them, you have no idea. And then a large room at the end of the hall where the thing is.
Well, I want to know what's in those rooms.
Yeah, I was gonna say check the rooms either way.
Gonna listen in, like put his ear against it before he opens it. Is there anything happening on the other side?
You don't hear anything.
Opens the door.
Okay. It's storage. There's foodstuffs and whatnot in this room.
Cool. Like brooms, stuff like that? Or is it all food
this
stuff?
is more a pantry.
Oh, okay, got it.
So this is the first room on the right. Across the hall, there's another door. You don't hear anything. It's another storage room of just odds and ends, nothing valuable.
Cool.
You check 3 of the rooms. That's what you find. Just storage. One's a cold room, so there's meats hanging and curing and stuff.
Anything dried?
Yep, there's some dried goat.
I'm gonna eat it.
Okay, it's actually quite good.
Yes. I'm gonna keep some for later too.
The 4th room is locked, and you hear a muffled like kind of sound coming from inside.
I am not even fucking like. I'm like, I want to know what's in that. Come on, Tinker time. Take it apart.
Pathos prepares himself for a fight.
Yeah. Okay, all right. That is a 1 and a 5.
Okay. You get the lock kind of mostly taken apart. Like a screw kind of falls in, and you're gonna have to force the door, but it shouldn't make too much sound.
Yeah, no, I'll force the door.
Okay, so there's like a soft crack.
Yeah.
And the door pops open. You walk into a well-lit room. It is lavish. Everything in here is luxurious. There's a 4-poster bed with curtains drawn, dresser, beautiful decorations. And sitting in a chair, kind of just staring off into nothing. There's a young woman.
Mhm.
She is kind of rocking back and forth and making this keening, quiet wail sound. Her eyes are clearly not focusing on anything that is in the physical world. And I'm going to cut it there for tonight, and we will come back next week with episode 4 and the final episode of Blades in the Dark.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you for listening. My name is Steve again, and Goose will give you the particulars of our social media. But thank you very much for listening, and have a great week.
Well, tonight we also had Mark.
Hey, Jerusalem's probably the worst criminal you've ever heard of.
And we had Eric.
But you have heard of him.
And we have Eric. And we can't hear him, but that's okay.
Said Rebel's not much better. Sorry about that.
Sorry, I forgot the outro shit.
And unfortunately, Roach isn't all that better tonight either, and I was Roach. And I'll pass it over to Hunter to have him exit too.
Yeah. Yeah, like you said, I'm Hunter. I've just been hanging out with a ghost all night, so.
You've had a chill night.
Yeah, the two that were doing the work were James
Yup.
and John.
I'm gonna kill God.
Their God, not real God.
Yeah,
Our God.
no,
is
not the
fine.
real one.
He's
Ours
not
is
even-
good. She's
He's
fine.
not even really God. He's just like one of their like relative spirits.
Fine, I'm gonna kill Granddad.
Yep.
Well, if you want, you can get a hold of us at CoJRoleplaying@gmail.com. You can reach all our social media at linktree/CoJ Roleplaying. We have a Patreon page. You can hopefully, it'd be nice to cut.
Yep.
We have a Patreon page set up. You can reach it at patreon.com/CoJ Roleplaying. And during the gameplay, we had our first donator tonight, which was the Blank Bodies.
Yep.
Thank you very much, guys.
That was
We love you.
May or may not have recalled what we were saying earlier and was like, guys, can we do
Let's
this?
get on it.
Also, if you're an Apple Podcast listener, if you don't mind just giving us a 5-star review, that will help us in the rankings. Hopefully gets our name out there more on more different sites. And I'll give it to Hunter so he can plug his stuff.
Yeah, we have all that fun stuff too. We've got a Discord, we've got a Patreon, an Instagram, a Twitter, probably some more social media pages I'm forgetting about. But they're all on our linktree/blankbodies. Really the easiest way to get a hold of us. You can email us, but we largely use our Discord community for contacting us. So that's probably the best way to get a hold of us. And we're on just about every podcast app available that would take us. So
Yeah, we're pretty much there too.
yeah.
All right. Hopefully we see you guys next week. Chat to you later. Bye.
Bye.